Well, this is Anastasia, VHS and video game collector here. Now I want to redo the Outburst showing the tapes in Angie's room. Is that right, Angie, my girl?
I have a lot of tapes in my collection, don't you?
What about you, Sean? Yep, I heard about anything about you. That's a lot of these tapes, so anyways, let's get started. First tape I have is Blank Check. If you love Home Alone, you love Blank Check. Here's the spine and the back. My copy. Ink label and the print date is June 3rd, 1996. But this is still a 1995 VHS. There you go for Blank Check. Next up, we have The Rescuers. 2 Tiny Heroes, 1 Big Adventure. This was released January 5th, 1999, but then 3 days later, it was recalled. More controversial image. We're not going to show that. Re-released it in my copies the March 23rd, 1999. I also have another copies the version from January 5th, 1999. Spine and the back. This film came out in 1977. My copy, dark sticker label. Mine's the reissue version. Print date, February 15th, 1999. Oh, and after the film's over, it has the film's Buena Vista logo, other than before the movie starts. It's kind of odd. There you go for The Rescuers. Next tape, The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. Part of the Kurt Russell collections. This is volume 1. Anyways, here's the spine and the back. It has Joe Flynn. It's on the Rescuers VHS, which I do have. My copy. Ink label, and the print date is December 17th, 1997. There you go it has some promo materials we're not going to show. There you go for The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. Next tape, The Land Before Time 4 Journey Through the Mist. This is a good movie. Here's the spine and the back. This is the sequel to the first Land Before Time. It was directed by Don Bluth. My copy. Ink label, and there's a wicking year code. 45th week of 1996. We better stay tuned for part 1. Part 2 would be the final part I have is The Wind in the Willows. Not The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad one. This is The Wind in the Willows by Good Times Tapes. Here's the spine and the back. My copy. Sticker label and no printed on this tape. We better stay tuned for part 1. Part 2 would be the final part. Is that right, Angie, my girl?
You better stay tuned for part 1, don't you? Part 2 would be the final part.
What about you, Sean? Yep, stay tuned for part 2. Stay tuned for part